Alrighty, welcome back. What is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Got quite a few things I want to talk to you guys about right now. Why I'm going to close out this trade for kind of break even, $10 profit right here on MEXC right now. Why I just did that. We're going to talk about that. And also, if you enjoy the content, leave a like. I think I already said that. And really good promo on MEXC if you want to trade. Zero fees if you do a limit order, and it's for experienced traders only. Really good promo. I really like the exchange. So first thing I want to show you a little new thing that I've been looking at. You could view liquidation points on high block capital. And my main theory right now is that we may see before the Fed meeting on Wednesday, we may see a pump kind of into tomorrow, one last kind of pump here. So let me show you this. Not affiliated with this, not paid to show this or nothing right here. But the time I could look at the exchange, the ticker, and I could see the liquidation points. So we have a ton of liquidation points, 120 million liquidations at 25.6 right up here. Now, obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna go there, but I think there's a decent shot we can tomorrow if we do come up a little bit higher, because of there's some things in market cipher that I'll show you in just a minute. 120 right here at 25.2. Now I'm still learning this this thing right here. Did we get above 25.2 so far? I'm just curious. Yeah, we did. So a bunch were already liquidated. Then we came down a bit, but probably the big area, 120 mil right here, 25.3. And you could view the other thing you could view here. I don't know if you guys have used this. I know some people have. You can view other liquidation points. This is all around, up to 26 right here. So a lot of liquidations that could happen. Also, a lot of long liquidations that could potentially happen down here, 140 mil. So my main guess, we come up tomorrow, maybe into Wednesday, and then we come down. And I'll talk about that more on, on the charts right here. And that 26 point, I'm gonna look at, right up here, that 25.6, 25.7 point, just like what we were looking at here, well, 25.6, 25.7, we come to that area, maybe a little bit higher, then come down. That's what I think could happen. Now, the main area that we want to look at for that potential here is going to be, I believe, the 4-day. 4-day does have a green dot. RSIs are coming up. So this is indicative to me that we could come up just a little bit higher here. And another thing I wanted to show you, I know I talk about the NASDAQ after .com bubble, and there's a lot of similarities. There's good reason to talk about that, believe me, guys. I want to show you guys on the 3-week here. I know it's a random time frame, but bear with me. Bear with me for what I'm going to show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, green candles, then you came back down. And let's go on the 3-week for Bitcoin. A lot of things do look similar. Money flow coming out. This could easily come down, bring us to lower lows in mid to late this year. And 1, 2, 3 right now. This closes in 12 days, this candle. Look at here, 1, 2, 3. And the third one was that high. So that basically means we're going to see the high within the next, 10 days. By the end of this month. I think it could be tomorrow or before the Fed speaks and brings us back down. I have a feeling they're going to sound, a little bit more hawkish than last time, but we will see. So that's that main thing. I think we're getting close to it. And I think the main thing to keep in mind here, is that, a lot of people are going to be thinking that if we break above 25, we get up to, 25.6 or something, a lot of people are going to be thinking we broke through the major resistance. It's big. We broke through the 200 weekly moving average. It's big. But what happens a lot of times, if you've been in this game more than a few weeks, you've probably seen fake outs. Little fake out up to here and then right back down when the Fed speaks. That's what I think could absolutely be possible. Shout out to my buddy Akul, who's always in the live streams. Big supporter, big fan. He was talking, I think he was talking about, I don't want to put any words in his mouth, but I think he was talking about it going a little bit higher until Wednesday. This possibility where the Fed, finally bringing it down on Wednesday. Could be bullish tomorrow until then. So I think that's the main thing. The last thing gets a lot of people excited, gets a lot of heat on the bears like myself, and then we kind of curve down. Now, if this doesn't happen, the more bearish case, we reject from here and we come down a bit more. And I still have another, swing short in. I'm not going to tell you where my stop loss is. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious where it's above, but I don't want to tell you the exact number. I don't want nobody hunting my stop loss right now. So yeah, that's the main thing here. And I think ultimately what's going to end this rally is probably the next red dot in the 16-hour, the next red dot, and a few of these time frames here, like the 12-hour. And I think these green dots could just bring us up just a little bit more here, just a little bit more. I think that's what it's going to bring us up just a little bit more. I don't think we're going to get to 30K, but we'll talk about that if the time comes. Next place after that is going to be this spiral line pocket, 27K. But let's not talk about that until we, break probably through this, the area I was just telling you about, break through that area and then right here, break through this area, the 25.6, and hold that for, a good amount of time, a few days or something. Then we'll talk about the higher areas. But I don't think that's going to happen right now, and that's what I'm looking at. So the potential place, let's set we already set our alarm there. It's going to alert us when that happens. So let's keep that in mind. And now let's look at Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum a little bit. I want to look at the Coinbase chart. That's where I have my spiral lines. And I think it's going to be, obviously a similar thing now. Ethereum, it does get more volatile. I mean, this would be, if you do come up to 18, that would be the jump up a little bit higher to the spiral line. That is possible, with the green dot here, liquidate a lot of people out. Let's look at the liquidation points here for, we can see a lot of stuff for Ethereum right now. And let's update that. I'm curious where it is. Binance has the most trading volume. You could view BITGET on here as well. Let's move down the granularity, and well, my screen, just give me a second. Okay, it's back up. 17.6, 50, 36. So obviously a little less people leverage trading Ethereum, but a lot of liquidations all the way up to about 1800, excuse me. So that's the place we want to look at, right here. There's other things that we could mess with on this as well. I got to get used to this a little bit more. Probably like what I'm seeing it for it on Bitcoin right now for the liquidation up to 26.2, I think was the number, or what was it? 25.6, excuse me, that area. And just the same thing, same textbook thing here. For what I'm looking at, I think the next red dot here is going to give you what you need on the 12-hour, just a little more of a jump up. It is possible we topped out here. I mean, especially if the whole traditional markets are red tomorrow. I have a feeling one more jump up and then reality kind of hits just to get out kind of the last shorts here. Make a lot of people give up. We're all going to 30K. People get excited, then you move back down. It's my theory. Obviously, never financial advice. Nobody's ever going to be right 100% of the time, but that's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment right here. And another one that a lot of people have been talking about, I talked about it on around the blockchain, Matic really coming up. I do think you could come up a little bit higher here, maybe to this area tomorrow, 161 or something. That's going to be a big area, 1.61, $1.60, and then you kind of come down. I think let's see what time frame has a green dot. Oh, this one's different. No green dots in the high time frame showing, but I think you get a little more jump up, especially with this. Come into tomorrow, Tuesday, that's midday tomorrow. That could be your top. Then you come down, Fed meeting brings you down farther. That's what I'm looking at right there. Also, I think we're going to see reality kind of hit. Matic versus Bitcoin here. Excuse me. I think we're going to see reality start to hit, especially with this, So I think it's a good place to be locking in profits, maybe convert some Matic to Bitcoin, or just lock in some profits here, especially if you've been done with it. If you've done really well with it, I think ultimately we're going to see at least something of this nature again down in these areas in April to May. So that would bleed against Bitcoin by, I'm curious what percentage here, 20-30% at least, I would say. So that's the big thing we're looking at right there. All right, guys, that's all I got. Check out my link to MEXC, really good promo. I negotiated for you guys down below, really good exchange, no fees for the limit orders. BITGET, they're doing a good promo as well. BitGet's good too. If you want to paper trade, BitGet gives you free money to paper trade with. I believe it's much more than the other exchanges. So check that out if you're interested. All right, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below as well. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.